I have recorded so many videos today. It has been recording day. Let me tell you, welcome to Bottom of the Bounce. I haven't recorded them for this. I've actually recorded videos for my photography school on school. Because we were learning all about how to shoot on manual and what a camera obscura is and rectilinear propagation of light. It's been a great day. But now we're visiting this because I actually was thinking yesterday, I was talking to a friend who cares for her mother. Her mother has dementia and she cares for her mother. And we were talking about how interesting it is. She actually was talking about how surprised she was that her mom, when her mom got sick and they had to move her mom here so she could take care of her mom, that like those ride or die friends that her mom had, mom's lived here 8 years and the friends have not visited. The friends haven't necessarily called. The friends missed when she would have remembered them because they just didn't show up. And we were talking about it because I watched that happen with my husband, where he's at home and he's really sick, and the people that he used to do everything with and go out with and have drinks with, or do whatever it was, you don't hear from him anymore because I guess they think he's too sick to do it, or he can't do it, or it's kind of out of sight, out of mind, I guess, a little bit. I don't think people do it on purpose. I don't think people are trying to be harmful. I will have people reach out to me and say, hey, how's he doing? But then they don't reach out to him. And it actually makes both of us feel weird because it makes him feel lonely, right? I work 12 hours. I'm gone from the house 12 hours a day, 5 days a week. And he's here alone that whole time. And so the only people that he sees on the regular basis, it's me coming home from work and tired because I usually leave before he's awake, or it's doctors or other sick people at dialysis. He has no, it's almost like his version of reality is completely skewed because his reality is everybody's sick or he's in the hospital. You're either a doctor, a nurse, or you're sick, unless you're me for the most part, because there's just not a lot of people reaching out to him. And I don't think they're being mean. I just think you get busy. People get busy with their lives and they forget that there's somebody sick, be it, my friend's mom who went through the exact same thing. So I know it's not a personal thing, but I've had friends reach out and say, hey, we should all go out and have dinner. We should all get together. But I know that they're more of my husband's friends. And I'll say, you know what? I work all the time. Please call him. Please do something with him. And they don't end up doing that. And so, is it, and you can look at it a bunch of different ways. Is it him? Is he not calling back? Is he not reaching out to people? Okay, potentially. He's kind of in his own weird world. He's just trying to feel better, He's just trying to beat this disease. He's waiting on a transplant. He's doing what he can do. You know what? I'm kind of the same way. I am working all the time now. I am running a photography school. I am trying to book photo sessions. I'm trying to create art, and I am also at a job 12 hours a day that is over an hour away at this point. It was like an hour away, but now my hours have changed and I get to drive at traffic time most of the time. So it takes over an hour to get there now. So I'm gone 11 to 12 hours a day and waking up early and trying to do things. And man, I'm forgetting to reach out to people too, because I'm just trying to survive in my own way. So he's trying to survive. I'm trying to survive. And more people reach out to me because I'm around more people. He's not. He's around sick people and he's around me. And it makes both of us feel weird because he feels like everybody just forgot him, nobody remembers him. And I feel like a lot of times, not everybody, I have a really core group of friends that I am very engaged with because I'm not sick. And I I feel like sometimes when I just randomly hear from people, they're calling me to check on him. You know, how's he? And it's like, well, we'll call him. Check on him. Call me to check on me, on how I'm doing, because if you're calling to ask about him, I can't tell you about me because that's selfish. And I have a side too. And just like if you're not going to call him to be like, how's Robin holding up? Is she paying the bills? He's going to be like, hell if I know, I'm just trying to stay alive, right? But it was interesting talking to my friend because I now have two different friends that have gone through this. One has dementia. My husband has kidney disease and stage renal failure. And so we have dementia, and I have a friend who has cancer that is experiencing the same ding dang thing. So when I tell you, if somebody's going through something, reach out to them. Go pick them up. My husband is here without a car while I am gone the whole time because we can't afford another car right now. If you don't know why, go back to episodes 1 and 2. We have one car. He's stuck here. And I don't know. Pick him up. He can Uber to you. Make a date on a day that I'm home, or let him take me to work and go see whomever, do whatever. I don't know. Go have lunch. Go have brunch. Go have a drink. It can be tea. I don't care what you're drinking. There is a side of life. My snack is ready. There is a side of life that, don't forget the people. I know everybody's busy and everybody's living their own life, and I'm living my own life and he's living his own life, but the ones that are sick, they really need you to reach out to them. Don't just reach out to the wife or the husband, the spouse of whomever is sick, right? Don't do that. Reach out to them, send them jokes, make them laugh. Like I know mostly from my husband's perspective, he sees sick people. He sees me and he sees sick people. Or he does get the random phone calls and texts from people that tell him what he should do or ought to do or needs to do, which that's hard too, because it's always somebody who doesn't know what he's doing. It's always somebody who's not here with him. It's, and you know what? If we say, oh, I need to do X, Y, Z, and you go, oh, well, this is how you need to do it, just know I've probably thought of that. So is he. And we're not telling you the layer of every single thing. I mean, I can't tell you how many people watch the beginning of this little podcast and they're like, oh my God, like I heard you talk about what you were going through and I had no idea it was all of that. Well, right, because it's weird to be like, well, let me tell you everything. It's weird, which is kind of why I started this, because I knew people didn't know. But now I'm kind of saying it from Rich's perspective, my husband's perspective, that, dude, reach out to the people that are going through a thing. Reach out to those people. I'm really lucky. I have a tribe of sister mamas that I have talked about on here that, thank God I have them. Because I will also say, I have a tribe of people that I haven't heard from since my life got busy and went crazy. Haven't heard from them. Nope. And it is hurtful. And I know it's not personal. They're busy and I'm out of their sphere right now because I'm trying to do so much getting my life back together that, you know what? If they're a photographer friend, I'm off their radar at this point because I haven't gone to all the things, and it's hurtful. And so I know from Rich's perspective, it's hurtful. These were your ride and die people and you don't hear from them now. And he wants to, and he wants to do normal things and feel normal and hang out with normal people, however normal our friends are. But somebody who's not sick, somebody who's not on dialysis, somebody who's not just at the dialysis chair next to him, he wants that side of life too. So if I'm speaking to you and you know my husband and you haven't reached out to him, do. He would love it. If you don't know us in real life and never hung out with us anyways, think of somebody in your life that might be going through a thing that might just need a phone call or a, hey, let's go do something. It doesn't have to cost a lot of money. you know what? Come over to the house and let's watch a movie. Or let's go have a coffee. Or a picnic. I don't care. Think of anything. You know what? It doesn't have to be a big, huge, expensive, elaborate date. My husband doesn't have the energy for one of those. So, man, he'd love to just come to your house and watch a football game with you. I mean, I guess we just missed that, but go football. But you know what I'm saying? Like whatever sport is next. Like watch the basketball game together, watch the hockey game together, watch the baseball. I have a sporty husband. He loves all that. Watch a movie. Hey, you know what? Let's have Hamilton night and watch Hamilton. He might not be as down for that because I did make him watch it 987,000 times. But whatever, you get the point. But now, also having said that, I'm going to kind of put another thing on there. If you know somebody that is going through a disease where they need a transplant, it'd be really cool, like, to share the fact that, hey, this person needs a transplant, or see if you're a match. Or I know my husband had a transplant from his best friend. God, has it been 10 years now? And that gave him 10, so far, like 10 more years of life, right? Yes, he needs another transplant. Yes, he's back on dialysis. It didn't last as long as anybody hoped it would, but there are no guarantees in life. And you know what? He had some really great years because of that gift. And we are wanting more of those great years. So, you know what? If you're open to being tested to be a kidney donor, let me know. I can put the link on the comments or whatever. You can call and say, hey, I want to be a living donor for somebody. Not every owner or every organ can take a living donor, but I know kidney can take a living donor. And man, you're literally giving the gift of life. You're giving the gift of life. And because let me tell you, watching somebody on dialysis is not easy. If you've never seen it, it's hard. It's hard. He 3 times a week sits there for 4 hours. So he's got 12 hours in his week where he is sitting, and they are taking the blood and washing it. And it is exhausting, and it's dehydrating, and it's depressing, and it's all the things. It is all the things. You're sitting in a chair surrounded by people that are very, very sick, and it gets in your head, and it is hard to watch. It's hard to go through. It makes you feel like absolute shit after you go through it, and then you're exhausted and you just want to go to bed, and then you don't want to just go to bed because it makes you mad that you just want to go to bed. And I will tell you, the physical stuff when you're going through dialysis and kidney disease the physical stuff is ginormous. My God, those needles are the size of my whole fist. Not quite, but I'm telling you, not cool. If you don't like having your blood drawn, 1,000,000 times it, and that's what a needle is like for dialysis, and you need 2 of them, and then you have to sit there hooked up to it while it just drains you. And the physical stuff is insane, but let me tell you, when you're having to go through that and you're sitting in a chair that's uncomfortable, hugely uncomfortable, and the Wi-Fi sucks because they haven't spent the money to get good Wi-Fi, and the TVs are the size of iPads maybe, and you get 3 channels, and they decide what news you're going to watch, so you're getting one flavor of news. You don't get to watch whatever news you want. Not that that's uplifting, but it's not like you can watch movies, or you can work effectively, or you can do all of the things that you hope you would be able to do, because you can look it up online. They're struggling for money. Their government is not so generous with dialysis clinics, and they're struggling, which means the people are struggling that are having to sit through dialysis because they're in uncomfortable chairs without entertainment. It is just silent in there other than the beeping of machines. It's depressing. It's hugely, hugely depressing. and being healthy if I had to sit through that 3 times a week. Let me tell you, I would really struggle with my mental health. And so I guarantee you, every person who is not healthy and having to sit through that is going to be struggling with that as much as they are physically. And then when you come home and you don't have friends that are keeping you involved in life, and there's something to be said for introverts say this all the time, like, I may not go, but I love being invited, right? It's the same when you're sick. Like, you may not feel like you can go do something, but it sure did feel good to be invited because you weren't forgotten. You're still included, even though you couldn't go. You were still included. And that is going to help with mental health. Being included helps with mental health. Feeling better helps with, there is so much. So if you can't give a kidney, if you can't be tested to see if you're a match, give somebody a call. If it's something that where you can't, if it's a cancer thing and you can't donate an organ or be tested, give that person a call. Go out, hang out. Go visit them. Go sit in their living room if they don't feel like going to you or if they can't. There's so many things. Send a card. There's so many things that you can do for somebody that doesn't feel well. And it's always a good reminder for me as well, because I know I get sucked into what I'm doing. I talk to you guys and I have a great group of friends, and I talk to my husband, and I love everybody that I work with in the second job. So I'm lucky to have a lot of people. I'm not homebound like my husband is. And even I can get sucked into the difficulty that is my life right now, because I do have a lot of yay people, but I have a lot of, oh God, on the struggle of what we're going through right now. And you know what? It's really cool for me to step out of myself and see somebody else's struggle too, because we all have struggles, and it's actually just such a gift. As my friend at work and I were talking about, it makes you feel good when you help somebody else, right? Like, nothing's really altruistic. It makes you feel good too. And so, give somebody a call. See if you can be a match for a kidney. See if you can be an uplift in somebody's world. Just see what you can do for somebody else that is struggling, and they don't have to be sick. Maybe they're just going through a really hard time. Just be uplifting. Send a note, send a card, call them. But if you want to donate a kidney, I've got a guy that would love for you to be tested and see if you're a match. All right. Bottom of the bounce episode, whatever this is, because I don't remember now, 22, 23, 24. I don't remember. But bottom of the bounce. Thank you guys for showing up and listening to me. Thank you. Mwah. Boop.